Salutations family, welcome back to the Electric Leaf, where it is my goal to assist you in nourishing your mind, your body, and your chakras. My name is Nakia, and as always, it is a blessing to be back here with you all today. So today I wanted to come and give you this quick little disclaimer before we jump into the video, because I understand that a lot of you all found me because of my recipes or because of my love for Dr. Sebi, which I'm so glad that you may have enjoyed some of the videos that I posted. But this channel is a spiritual channel. It is a spiritual journey, okay? It's not a religious channel, but it is a spiritual channel because I really want to help to heal the heart space of us. You know, I really want us to heal ourselves in the hearts. I really want us to be able to think on our own and think for ourselves, okay? So not only am I am a little homely self-taught cook, I am also a registered nurse, an empath, a natural energy healer, okay, and an intuitive. So the way that I have evolved at this point in my life, which it could evolve, I'm always open to change, is I like to divinate using tarot and oracle message cards. So those cards are not, I use those cards to receive confirmation from the Most High God about the messages that I'm already receiving. See, what you have to understand is that you have some people who are tarot readers, meaning they can read the mess out of some tarot cards, okay? But then you have other people like me who are empathic, intuitive readers, and we just read energy, and we use the cards as a humbling way to receive confirmation, okay, about the messages that we are receiving from the Most High God. God is so great that God can express itself in way more than one way. There is not one way to communicate with God. Divination is broad. And if you ask God a question, like, I know if you've read the Bible, or if you are familiar with scriptures and things of that nature, I know you've heard taste and see. You know, taste and see for yourself if God will answer you. You know, divination takes place in so many different ways that we really don't pay it any attention. We like to look at tarot because it seems like Hollywood has taught us that tarot is evil. Tarot brings negative messages, right? Like the first time I saw anything about tarot, it was on MTV. You remember when Beyonce was in that movie, Carmen, and she went and got that tarot card reading, and they pulled that death card, and then she died. Yeah. So tarot was always stuck in my mind as being a super evil vehicle of communicating with evil spirits, but that's not true. Just like cars are used to do drive-bys, and cars are also used to deliver meals on wheels. You know, it's the intention behind the driver, behind the person that is actually reading for you. Just like you can go to church and you can have people prophesize over you, right? But and some people really have that gift, whether they're involved with the church or not. Okay, that gift is a divine gift. It's from the Most High God. But anybody can talk to God. You don't have to be special or gifted or anything like that to talk to God. God may call some of us to use tarot, may call some of us to use something else, okay? But the tarot for me is a way for me to keep myself humble and make sure that I'm not over talking, you know? Make sure that I'm not telling you something from my own ego. The cards will confirm whether or not I'm hearing exactly what I know I'm hearing, you know, and whether or not that message is to be shared or held. So today I wanted to really get into that space, the heart space, and deliver messages. You don't necessarily have to watch. You can listen like a podcast, because really it's more so about the messages. That's why a lot of my videos are very dark. They're candle lit, because the most important thing is for you to hear the words that are coming out of my mouth so that you can receive whatever messages that the divine has for you. So it is my earnest prayer that you receive secret synchronicities from this message today, okay? So I just wanted to give this little disclaimer because this is an important part of healing the mind and the balancing of our energies, our chakras, bringing our energies back into alignment with the Most High, okay? So I don't know what the message is going to be. I keep hearing a lot about the heart space, okay? I keep hearing a lot about unity. I keep hearing a lot about green, the color green. So anyway, we'll see what this message is going to be about, and I hope and pray that this message finds you in the divine time and space just like it should, all right? So let's get into the message. Okay, salutations family. Welcome back to the Electric Leaf, where it is my goal to assist you with nourishing your mind, your body, and your chakras. I gave you all a quick little disclaimer just now, okay? Well, not just now, it was about 30 minutes ago, about an hour ago. And I was talking about what the main messages or the main energies that were coming through were the energy of the heart chakra. I saw a lot of green. I can't remember what the other one was. But as I was cleaning up and getting my tea together and, you know, setting up the candles and everything like that, I started to receive the energy of purging. I started to receive the energy of purging really deeply. Also, I'm feeling a lot of sacral chakra energy. Also, while I was cleaning up, that song kept coming to my mind. In my mind, I'll always be his lady. In my mind, I'll always be his girl. I can't remember the name of the artist. I can't remember, but I could see her face so clearly. But anyway, so that started giving me the feeling that I really needed to do a more love-based reading today, which typically I don't like to do love readings. Because in the words of my daddy, okay, it's too many unknowns to be talking about somebody's relationship. So, but I'm being guided to do that today. So, also, when I was getting ready to, do this reading, I started getting the feeling of asking God on camera with the cards, does he want us to divinate? Okay. So we're going to ask the great divine mother and father, firstly, do you want us to divinate? Do you want us to divinate? Matter of fact, let me get my yes or no cards. It's a pretty bold question to ask on camera, but I do think that, you know, it'll be worth it. I don't have that deck at my altar, so let me go grab it. I rarely use it. And excuse me, family. I do apologize, but I had to go get this deck. And look right there, romance. I feel like it's important for us to truly do a reading, a more love-based, romantic-based reading today. I really do. But I rarely use this deck because it's weird to me. Because I don't think that some things that we ask are direct yes or no answers. And sometimes this deck can, you know, sometimes I get a feeling, you know, that I don't want to use the deck because it's just too straightforward. It's just too cut and dry. So, but this is the deck that I feel a bold feeling of asking God to come through and talk. Like, do you want me to divinate? Do you want me to use tarot in order to bring forth, in order to assist me with bringing forth this message? So I'm just going to sage it a little bit here. This is some sage that I got out of my garden. I grew this sage, okay? Y'all just don't know. Y'all know. Y'all don't know how it feels when you pull something up out your garden, man. Okay? You start to understand how abundant life truly is when you pull something out your garden, okay? All right. All right, so Divine Mother and Father, I come to you as humbly as I know how. And I'm coming to you asking a very bold question. I'm asking you to boldly show up in this reading. I'm asking you to boldly send synchronistic messages to those who are watching. I wanted to be bold if that is your will. That's what I feel in my heart, God. And I'm asking you to clarify this energy that I'm feeling so strongly, God. Firstly, I want you to tell me, do you want me to use tarot in order to assist in bringing forth the messages that you have for the viewer at this time, Divine Mother and Father? Boldly I ask, do you want me to use tarot? Do you want me to use tarot today to help to deliver this message to whomever it is for? Father. So we got the situation will improve. You see? And take action. So what I was really hoping for was a bold yes, you know? But we're going to roll with this. This tarot deck is so strange to me. Let's see. Do you want to give us a yes card, Divine Mother and Father? Do you want to give us a yes for divination today? Get more information. This is why I rarely look. And there again, take action again. Okay, compromise and big happy changes. So, I mean, this deck, oh my gosh, y'all. I was just about to say this deck is done. I ain't using this deck no more, but look. Oh my gosh, I wanted a bold yes, and there it is. That is a bold yes, because there is a regular yes in this deck, and then there is a yes with an exclamation mark. So, yes, you know, is tarot for everybody? You know, I feel like that's very important for people to understand. Tarot is not for everybody to use because there's so many different modes and vehicles and ways to communicate with the Most High God. You just have to be able to hear the way that God wants you to communicate, period. That's on period, right? So, like, you know, everybody has their special gifts. Like, my father, he has this ability to remember everything he reads, or every piece of knowledge. He has that ability. My mom has this ability to touch you and heal you. She's not a Reiki healer, but she is a Reiki healer naturally. My friend, you know, he's got this magical way of communicating with body language, and he's phenomenal with physical activity. I have another, you know, I have so many friends in my circle. I have another friend in my circle who is phenomenal with understanding the human spirit and meditation, and I have another friend who's, you know, everybody has this, but everybody has their own different way, but the communication okay? The mode of it is different. So tarot, is it for everybody, Divine Mother and Father? Do you want everybody and anybody using tarot? Bold answers, God. Thank you. Bold answers. Do you want anybody and everybody using tarot? Look, there again. Here we are again with this situation will improve and forgiveness. So I don't know. I feel like maybe anybody can't. Oh, anybody can use tarot if you believe, if you trust, and if you take action. So, okay, I stand corrected. And you see, that's why I love tarot. Because when you use tarot, you don't have the ego of the messenger getting in the way, because the cards can actually assist in giving a more direct message from God. Because you see, I was saying tarot ain't for everybody. It ain't for you. It ain't, you know, but the divine just clarified it is for you if you believe. And you see, then we have this, what is that symbol there? Merkaba. That Merkaba, that is a very significant symbol. And so you might want to look that up. It is a part of sacred geometry, but it is for everybody if you believe and if you trust. Okay. So again, big happy changes comes out. So we are going to do a romance reading. Or let's see, do you want us to do a romance? Let's ask. Because it might not be romance. I might just be feeling romance because I feel a lot of sacral chakra energy and that song in my mind. Let's see. Do you want the reading to be about romance? It says recovery. Okay, recovery and forgiveness. That's a major energy right there, right? There's something better, and no. So no, this is not a romance reading. So what do you want the energy, the reading to be about, Divine Mother and Father? Let's choose a very diverse deck. I feel like the energy needs to be about the energy of recovery. But let's ask. And that's why I do this. I do it like this because I want to know. This is the Osho Zen Tarot. And I feel like this is like my most diverse tarot deck, where you can get a lot of major answers on this deck. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. What do you want this reading to be about? What do you want this reading to be about? Truly. I know there is romantic involvement, but what is the overall meaning of this message that you want to be delivered today? What is the meaning, Divine Mother and Father? I thank you for allowing me to be a conduit of your messages. I thank you for allowing the viewer to receive secret synchronicities that are just for you. They have nothing to do with me. It is only about you and them. What is the messages? What are your messages? The outsider and the dream. The outsider and the dream. Look at that. Again, look at that. That's quite an intimate romantic connection. But I realize why it's not supposed to be about romance. And that is because we got this child here that's standing at the gate that's not locked, but they're acting like it's locked. So this is a self thing. Again, as always, this is a self thing. This is something that is going back to self. Initially, I was feeling like I was being led to give a card from this herbal healing deck. And so that's what I'm going to do. I never use this deck because Well, it's not because I don't like it, because it really is one of my favorite decks. But, well, not, I won't say favorite, but it is a very beautiful deck. It is a very pretty, unique deck. So we're gonna, what is some type of herb that can help with this energy, Divine Mother and Father? Which herb can bring the most profound messages to this person? And look, 5, 6. They are consecutive numbers. So what is the message? What herb can bring forth the best message? So we got, okay, the sycamore with subconscious. So I want to read to you guys what it says. And I'm just going to put, well, I'm not going to read it all, but I'm going to put it up here so that you guys can read it in your own time, okay? If you want. The sycamore, it's a beautiful card. And it represents the subconscious. And it says, if you are irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. I'm going to leave that there so that you can read that. You can pause it and read it. Okay? If it's for you. Then I'm going to put it here so that you can pause and read. Now, here, so that you can pause and read. And finally there. Okay, so whomever that is for, let it be for you, darling. But I'm getting the vibration of just, you know, really feeling kind of outside, like the outsider, left out, not living your life to the fullest. Let's see what this dreamer is talking about, because I feel like that will be a very significant message for somebody. So it is the element of water, and it's a minor arcana, and it's called the dream. It says, some enchanted evening, you're going to meet your soulmate, the perfect person who will meet all your needs and fulfill all your dreams, right? Wrong. Okay, I'm understanding the note. I'm understanding it. This fantasy that songwriters and poets are so fond of perpetuating has its roots in memories of the womb, where we are so secure and at one with our mothers. It's no wonder we have hankered to return to that place all our lives. But to put it quite brutally, it is a childish dream. It is a childish dream. And it's amazing we hang on to it so stubbornly in the face of reality. Nobody, whether it's your current mate or some dreamed of partner in the future, has an obligation to deliver your happiness on a platter, nor could they even if they wanted to. Real love comes from not trying to solve our neediness. Real love comes from not trying to solve our neediness by depending on another, but by developing our own inner richness and maturity. Then we have so much love to give that we naturally draw lovers towards us. This has been said again and again, down through the ages. All the religious people have been saying this. We come alone in this world, we go alone. Togetherness is illusory. I can barely say that word. Illusion, all right? The very idea of togetherness arises because we are alone, and the aloneness hurts. We want to drown our aloneness in relationship. That's why we become so much involved in love. Try to see the point. Ordinarily, you think you have fallen in love with a woman or with a man because she is beautiful or he is beautiful. That is not truth. The truth is just the opposite. You have fallen in love because you cannot be alone. You were going to fall. You were going to fall. You were going to avoid yourself somehow or other. And there are people who don't fall in love with women or men. Then they fall in love with money. They start moving into money or into a power trip. They become politicians. That too is avoiding your aloneness. If you watch yourself deeply, you will be surprised. All your activities can be reduced to one single source. The source is that you are afraid of your aloneness. Everything else is just an excuse. The real cause is that you find yourself very alone. Okay, so that's why I'm getting the sacral chakra energy vibes. That's why I'm getting the relationship vibes. That's why we saw the romantic vibes. That's why the sycamore is here with the subconscious vibes. That's why the child is here with the outsider vibes. That's why we see this outsider energy with the dream and this girl looking up here at this Disney movie fairy tale ending scene. Okay, and we got this child looking into the abyss, which looks like a rainbow of imbalanced energy, right? Or balanced energy, however, which way you want to look at it. But the gate is not locked, though. The gate is not locked, all right? The child has no shoes on, so the child is very connected, but not aware. So what is going to bring about this awareness in your ability to relate to another is your ability to look out for yourself. Because if you really want to walk out that gate, you have to be able to coach your inner child, almost reparent yourself in a sense, so that you don't go to your relationships like a child, expecting, like the book said, expecting someone to be your happiness, provide your happiness. Nobody owes you happiness. You can't go into a relationship expecting somebody to make you happy. That's absurd. You know, and I can honestly say that that is what I used to do. I don't know why. I used to think that relationships were the way to be happy, but they're not. If you're not happy on your own, you won't be happy in a relationship. If you don't know how to soothe yourself, look out for yourself, reparent yourself, you know, you'll be looking at someone else for them to empty themselves into you, and that's not fair. So what do the romance angels have to say about this energy? Passion. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. This energy here is very similar to that energy there that she's dreaming of, right? Right? She's dreaming of that. It looks very similar. But then at the bottom of the deck, we have deception. So it's this self-deception, this idea of this Disney movie fairy tale type of romantic love. It's just absurd to even, you know, put that type of pressure on another person, let alone yourself. This deck is a very simple deck, but I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this deck. It's called the Prism Oracle. I'm gonna move this because we're gonna pull some tarot, and I'm gonna use the Star Tarot. So, Divine Mother and Father, what energy are you trying to convey to us overall with this message from the Osho Zen deck? Or what energy do you want us to, what do you want to share with us right now in this moment from this Prism deck? What's the most relevant message to the viewer? What's the most relevant message to the viewer? Divine Mother, what's the most relevant message to the viewer? What is the most relevant message to the viewer, Divine Mother and Father? Look at that reflection. Reflection. Ooh, reflection. Let's read that. Some say that certain people or situations in your life act as mirrors. Remember, this sycamore tree talked about how if every little rub hurts you, how can your mirror be clear? Look, someone is not seeing themselves clearly, right? Because you're not seeing the lock. You're focused on this fantasy that is non-existent, because you see, even she's not that. You see that? You see she look a little plain Jane in reality, and then in her fantasy, she looked like Ariel, fresh out the water, touched by a trident sword, you know? And it's not, it's not accurate. So some say that certain people or situations in your life act as mirrors that reflect back at you and teach you. What that mirror reveals can act as a source of inspiration, encouraging you to move forward. You may not like what you see, giving you the opportunity to make some important changes in your life. This card is a reminder of the importance of taking time to reflect and partake in some deep self-inquiry. What are the mirrors in your life trying to show you, and what can you learn from them? Okay, I can feel right now that this energy is about, the reason why this reading cannot be about a romantic reading, which I would have loved for it to be, because I really felt like I was ready to do that. But what it could have, the reason why it can't be about romance today is because there really needs to be more self-reflection, self-love, self-protection, self-parenting, self-acknowledgement, self-improvement. Because if this is the dream you want, look, nobody is saying you can't have that. But how you going to have that when you're not even there to meet? You're tardy for the party because you're not even dressed. You know, that she ain't dressed. She ain't ready. She ain't ready. But she's sitting there wasting her time dreaming about it. Just like he can get out the door. The little baby right there, he can go out. But he's not looking at the light because he's so focused on holding on to the gate. It's probably something he's been doing. And so he's used to that. So he's not even pushing on the gate. He's not even challenging that lock that is not locked. Is there anything else from this deck, Divine Mother and Father, that you would like for us to? Okay, so we got growth, rejection, and success. I have been, and faith. Ooh, faith at the bottom of the deck. I've been dealing with the energy of rejection, family. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let you know. Maybe one day God will let me share everything. But at this moment today, I cannot. But I will let you know that I have been dealing with the energy of rejection and feeling rejected and being rejected by people that I love, or by things that I think are for me. But I'm just here to tell you that this energy of rejection is just really the energy of setting healthy boundaries. Honestly, I know that in the spiritual community, we really get into this whole idea of no boundaries, but we're on the 3D plane. You got to be honest and you got to be real with yourself. Boundaries, containers, they're essential for organization. If we don't have boundaries and containers, we feel all out of place, right? Have y'all seen that cleaning show? That cleaning show by that little lady? I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, it was on Netflix. And that little lady was cleaning everything. And she gave me so many ideas. So I've been around here spring cleaning for real. Okay, getting them little containers from Walmart, getting additional shelves. And it just makes the space feel so much better. Okay, I live in an old house, and sometimes I get down about different things. I always got to fix this, replace that, washer, dryer, a water heater. Good Lord, you know. And, you know, I just started to say, you know what? Thank you, God. I'm circulating money around here. Okay. So it was a way of looking at something differently so that I can grow, right? But those containers, that was the main point of that, getting organized and cleaning the containers. It's important to have containers, even spiritual and emotional containers. You know, like when I was in nursing school, one girl that was in school with me, she was going through a lot. Well, everybody goes through something. If you ever do anything important, it seems like Everything is going to challenge you at that time to see if you really want it. But at that time, one of the students was going through something, and she was telling me that she compartmentalized her feelings in such a way that she was able to study and get her work done and be successful in school. And then she took the time, like she planned the time out to mourn. And that was probably some of the best advice I have ever been given. I mean, sometimes you just can't help it. The tears just gotta come, you know, sometimes. But it really helped me to manage my emotions better when I was able to put things in containers and reach for them whenever I was ready to reach for them. So having boundaries, just like your cells, your body, your skin, that's a boundary, correct? If you didn't have this, boundless and free, like the spiritual community wants us to see things, right? Then you would be susceptible to all type of disease and infection. Yes, more good things will get in, but more bad things will get in. I was talking to my homie this morning about this. When you have, say this is us right here in the middle. This is the nucleus, okay? All right. And so scattered out here are your blessings. But it's also shenanigans and tomfoolery and BS, right? So you have a blessing right here that you really want to get to, but over here is some shenanigans and tomfoolery. But when you expand your consciousness, it lets in, yes, your blessings and many other blessings, but it also lets in shenanigans and tomfoolery. That's why when you grow, as you grow, you have to understand how to say yes and how to say no. You have to allow yourself to be selectively permeable, because everything ain't for everybody. You don't have to accept everything. Sometimes when people reject you, it really is protection, and it really helps you to stay on your lane. Like the way I can see this is being on a highway traveling, and say, you know how the little GPS, they don't give the directions in a timely way sometimes. But say it's telling you to get off on this specific road, and but the road is closed. The road is closed. And you're like, dang, that was my turn. I needed to get off on there, and they're doing construction. They didn't even have another alternate route, right? And so when you pass that, you see that your estimated time of arrival to get off on that road that was closed, your estimated time of arrival was in 20 minutes, right? It was in 20 minutes. You were going to be there in 20 minutes, but the road was closed. Now you got to skip that and go another way. So this is how I'm seeing this energy of rejection. It's like, okay, so you drive past that exit because you have to. And so then the GPS tells you to take the next exit. And as soon as you get off the exit, you are there. Your destination, your estimated time of arrival goes from 20 minutes to 1 minute. So accelerated, just because you were able to understand the flow of energy and understand that rejection is not only protection, but it is a direction, a new direction that leads you to your success. And so as you're on this path that is altering and shifting, and roads are blocked and exits are blocked, you have to maintain your faith, because the faith is the momentum that gets you from point A to point B to point C to point D, and it allows your growth to be exponential. That's truly what I'm seeing. So we're going to pull just a little bit of tarot, and then we're going to pull one final word of advice, and then we're going to be out of here. Okay, family? Look at that thunderbolt. That's the Tower. That didn't slide out for no reason, family. This rejection, I'm going to put that here with that. This rejection is going to look a lot like a Tower moment. It's going to look a lot like a Tower moment. It's going to feel like, why? Why is this happening to me? You know, why does it feel like people that are supposed to be here for me, they're not here for me? That's what this energy is really gonna feel like, fam. But it's bringing growth. It's allowing you to see yourself better. You know, it's allowing you to come out of this truly Eight of Swords energy. You know, that energy of feeling you know, trapped, mentally trapped, but really you're not. Okay, Divine Mother and Father, but the goal is a relationship, though. I feel that. The goal is a relationship. The goal is money. The goal is success. The goal is to just feel more like you're living this dream instead of dreaming it. You know, that's really what I feel. So, what do you have to say about this energy? Heart chakra, Divine Mother and Father. In the heart space, what do you have to say about this energy? The Five of Cups. What else do you have to say as far as in the mind? We got the heart chakra. What about in the mind? Okay, we got swords there in the mind. So that's pretty accurate. We got hearts. We got cups in the heart and we got swords in the mind. But look at this. Look at this, family. At the bottom of the deck. Look. That, oh, you see that? This Eight of Swords and this Nine of Swords. What did I just say that energy was, family? What did I just say? The energy of the Eight of Swords, you can come out of that. I think it's very important. And look, for those of you who have a spirit animal that is an eagle, this is really, truly for you to look at yourself, change perspectives, fly a little higher. The energy of the Nine of Swords popped out underneath the Sun. So yeah, this energy of rejection, yes, don't focus on that. Your focus cannot be on that, because if your focus is on that, you're going to end up missing the moments of the real exit, the one that is for you. Because right here, we've got this growth, it really explains itself, you know. We've got the energy of the Five of Cups in the heart chakra, okay? And so this Five of Cups is really about, to me, it's about going into prayer. It's about submitting to the energies that are going on around us. Just really submitting to them and flowing with it. You see these cups, these three cups are knocked over, and I see this water down here, and I just feel a lot of flow. The rains come to replenish the flow. And look, the sun is over her head. You know, so soaking up that energy, being restored by the Divine Mother and the Divine Father. Okay, these butterflies are representing transformation. The rainbow behind the butterflies, the rainbow colored butterflies with the two cups usually representing the higher and the lower self coming together in union and unity, because the Two of Cups is truly a card of romance. For those of you who know the tarot, the Two of Cups is truly a card of romance. So the energy that is coming out with these butterflies, these two cups sitting upright, the flow of the three cups downward, the energy of the sun, and the sun. Whew, thank you, God. This is an energy of allowing yourself to be transformed through the tower moment, through the rejection, getting to know yourself, flying over that. If this is what you want, become this, actually become it, becoming one with that energy. In the mind space, we have the Orca, the Six of Swords. What I'm getting from this, though, is that the orca is the top predator in the ocean. He's not the biggest, but he is definitely the top killer. Orca, they have a strong sense of family. They have a strong sense of communicating with one another. They are whales. Whales have a strong sense of communication, period. Okay, but because this energy is in the mind space, what I'm seeing is that you are starting to understand your own worth, your own value, who you are in the divine, not allowing circumstances to tell you that you're less than what you are. Again, with the canoe and the person that's just kind of there, closed their eyes, and they don't even realize that they're just floating alongside the top killer in the ocean, you know. But it's cool because these orca really, in this card, they really look like they're more of like protective spirits that are guiding them across this open ocean water. So you got two top predators. You got two of the main top predators of the ocean that are your guides. So you feel like this tower moment and this rejection, you might feel all alone. You might feel unpretty. I'm hearing that song by TLC from back in the day. Feel unpretty. Unpretty. I think the name of the song was just Unpretty. But you might feel that way, but it's not that way. And the swords are the mind. So learning how to come out of that state of mind and recognizing that you are truly protected and you're being guided along. Like you don't even really have to do anything. All you have to do is rest and relax. This Six of Cups energy is really a nostalgic energy. But I think that the main reason why this energy comes out is because, look, it's a little boy and a little girl on this card. They're riding on a unicorn over the what? The sun again. All right. So the sun came out every time. All right. It came out. And then we also have the rainbow down here again that is representing the balanced chakra energy. So this relationship that someone is longing for, it is taking place. I'm also hearing a message of don't bank on it being the way you think it's supposed to be. Don't bank on that. Okay. Don't bank on that. Because you might be infringing on somebody else's free will, but that ain't for you to do. It's not for you to infringe on somebody else's free will. If they don't want to be with you, honey, that you need to let them go on. You need to let them go on because everybody ain't, like I've been saying this whole reading, everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. So I'm going to end this reading. What I really want to end it with is this deck. It goes a little dark. It's a mixture of the two decks by Anna Stark. But I'm being called to it and I want to read from it. Okay. A psychic ability is being brought forward for some people through this because you can't, your spiritual gifts, like to be in mission is the most important thing. To be of service to the divine is the most important thing. Okay, success is guaranteed. Look, the sun, right? Success is guaranteed. Success is guaranteed. Success is guaranteed. Success is guaranteed. But you have to be able to see yourself in all of this, you know, see yourself in all of this. Once you recognize yourself, you can kind of relax some of the ideas that the ideas and the false programming that you have going on. Like, look, it says critical judgment. So a lot of us have that. So what message would you like to close out with? Is this the deck that you would like to close out with, Divine Mother and Father? If so, what is the message? What's the final word, Divine Mother and Father? Ooh, 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 ooh. Rejection is protection. And new direction, okay? New direction. Rejection is protection. So look, we got protection again. If this reading resonates, you might want to look at the reading that I did called, it was something like it was a very strong message of protection, all right? We got protection. Then we have emotional challenges, resolve issues. These emotional challenges are what we've been talking about. The Tower, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the little baby, the little boy, you know, where is he? The little, right there. That's the emotional challenges, but these issues are resolvable. These issues are resolvable. And then the last card to come out was Light Codes, Travel Awaits You. Okay. This travel and the light codes with the sun, the sun, the sun, and then the sun, and then the sun, and then you know that's a sun behind that flower. Okay. Light codes are happening. They're taking place. There's really nothing you have to do per se, okay? It's just something that is happening for you, okay? But the only thing that you do have to do is relax. Relax, like let go, truly let go and receive, allow the changes that are taking place. Number 17 at the bottom, galactic healer. Move forward with an open mind. So all the changes that are taking place in your life, they're for a purpose. You know, they're going to benefit more than just you in the end. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not going to show all these cards that fell out because I think that this one is the most significant one. The Phoenix. It's like you're becoming the sun. Not only are things being illuminated for you, not only are you receiving light codes, but you are being transformed through this reflection and through this storm and through this subconscious awareness that's taking place. Renewal, alchemical changes, and reemergence. So family, that is where I am going to leave this reading today. It could go on and on and on, but I hope that this message has assisted you in some way. If it has, let me know. Until next time, continue to vibrate love, family, and vibrate well. Peace.